Thank you guys. My name's Jason Roberts. I live in Oakclif here, so not too far from you guys, and very grateful for the opportunities that I've had basically because of the Affordable Care Act. Specifically for me, I was diagnosed with cancer, stage 3 cancer in June 2012, and I have 2 small children, ages 10 and 12. So my life basically went on hold. I had created a job, I created a business where I was working with communities around the country to help create jobs in areas that were suffering from high disinvestment. So once I got diagnosed with cancer, I had to stop all of my work. I went through chemotherapy, I went through intense amounts of surgeries and a series of complications. After a year, I was diagnosed as being cancer-free, but then I was told I had only about 8 months left of COBRA healthcare. And anybody who's familiar with COBRA, it's what you go on whenever you're in a situation where you're not employed by a major employer anymore, and you're paying quite a bit because you're typically used to an employer helping out with those payments. I was paying about $540 and that was going to end in April of this year. And when that ended, since I had a pre-existing condition, I was going to be in a lot of trouble at that point. I would not have had health care insurance. I would not have had options available to me. So what this did for me was in November I signed up, I went onto the website. Of course, I heard all the horror stories like everybody else heard, and found that not only was it not difficult at all to use the site and find different plans, but I found my same provider, Blue Cross Blue Shield, my exact same provider with a nearly identical plan that I immediately started paying $200 a month less in premiums for. So from $530 a month to $330 a month. So, and you guys know if you have a family and you're trying to make ends meet, that's substantial. So, and beyond that, my out-of-pocket expenses went down. My deductible went down substantially as well. And again, I got to retain my same provider, which was huge because I had been going to an oncologist, I'd been going through chemotherapy and all these things, and I was afraid that was all going to be lost. So starting in January 1st, my plan kicked in. I've already gone to my oncologist. I've already had my follow-up appointments, had CAT scans, X-rays, and all those things you need to have. But again, now I'm paying substantially less, and I'm actually able to continue my work. And that's the key thing for me. I would have had to stop everything and take a job that I'm not as passionate about. I would have to stop the work I had created and helping other communities just to take on a job to provide health insurance for me so I could just make it in my regular day-to-day. So that, in the end, for me, was the biggest step. I was able to continue the work I had created and move forward. So our work has grown and we're doing great. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity. So thank you so much, guys.